Hey everybody, AJ back. You can call me Mario Archivaldo. What's going on, everybody? How we doing today? So I want to make a video about it's more of kind of a response, sort of my slash opinion video. It's about living at your parents at 20. And there's this YouTuber. His name is Jack Morgan, RLP. I'm going to link him in the description below. I really love Jack. He has helped me. Actually, he's helped me recently. About a couple of weeks ago. Him and some other random people donated me some money, so I can eat and everything because I jumped on his um, live um, live stream that he does, and he lets his viewers actually hop on with him, and they discuss topics such as finances, dating, all sorts of good stuff. So if you like that kind of content, definitely highly suggest them. I'm gonna put them in the link below. But anyways, I'm going to sort of do a response sort of slash opinion on that subject matter of living at your parents at 20. Now, when I watched the video, they showed all sorts of Jack Schultz or different clips from TikTok and from the internet of people stating the reason why they live with their parents. Especially in nowadays, our world is kind of upside down right now when it comes to inflation and stuff. And here's my opinion on it. I I don't see it as a very bad thing to live with your parents. In fact, I think it's a very good and beneficial thing for you to live with your parents because, first of all, you save up lots of money. That's lots of money that you can put into an index fund. That's lots of money you can save up. There's so many things you can do with so much cash, especially when your parents don't charge you rent. Now, for those who live with their parents and have to pay rent, this really isn't going to include you much, um, just because I want to focus more on people who live with their parents and don't have to pay rent. But for those who still get to live with their parents, though, and even though regardless you're being charged rent, I still think it's a better position than being homeless, for sure. But for those who are sticking it out with their parents, keep it that way. I know that in the live stream that Jack did a few weeks back, when I first hopped onto the live stream, I said on there that for those who are living with their parents right now and don't have any bills, keep it that way. Save your money, because once we get out of this depression, this recession we're in with the country and its country's finances, with everything that we're in right now, when eventually everything goes down, I want, that's awesome. You're gonna have a lot of money to basically, where do you want to put your money? And it's just awesome. Like Jack says all the time in his videos, like, he's got $10,000 or $20,000 in his bank account, and then he does throw that out on his video, so it's not like I'm leaking out his personal information or his financials. He does put it out there voluntarily, so I'm only just relaying that information back into this video. So I hope that's okay, Jack, if you do see this video. I love you very much. You are awesome. I really hope your channel blows up even more in the next coming years. You have a very humble beginning, and you're very genuine. Um, I love your videos, and I love that you helped me out. Probably at one of my lowest points in my life. But for me, there's so many reasons to live with your parents besides financial benefits. Really, the connection. For me personally, I don't have family to live with really anymore, and it's not that all my family's dead. That's not the case. I will make a whole video on that subject matter of why I don't live with my parents and why I'm homeless. It's really a complicated situation when you don't have family to live with, because sometimes you do come from really hard upbringings, and you do come up in really different circumstances than everybody else. So it's not going to be as easy to acquire housing with your parents after a certain age. And I know that there's this one clip in Jack's video he reacts to. This guy basically says that if you are living with your parents nowadays, and when I say nowadays, that's the key word, nowadays, and you're living with your parents and you're working and stuff, and that you're a failure. Now, here's my response to that. If this guy, let's say this guy, right, that told everybody they're failures if they live with their parents, what would you do if you were in a situation where you had tons of medical debt, you had tons of college debt, credit card debt, car loans? I could go on. And, and you want to be on your own while dealing with all these stressors of all these bills that are eating up all your finances? Like you tell me that you wouldn't take that position if it was offered to you by your parents. And again, I don't want to mainly just focus on the financial aspect of it. I do want to focus more on like the emotional family connection there, because a lot of times families nowadays are breaking up even more, and it's really devastating because the family's supposed to stick together no matter what. Family's always supposed to be there. And sometimes family isn't your true family. Sometimes your true family are your friends. But for those who are fortunate enough to have a good family standing and to come from a good background with your family, it's always good to know that you're there. Like your mom or your dad is still happy to cook you dinner after a certain age. Like they still treat you like they're a little boy, a little girl. And that to me is a beautiful concept. Excuse me. Now I'm starting to get the hiccups later into the video. But no, I don't see it as a negative. I see it as a huge benefit. And what if something happened to your parents? I know Jack mentioned this on one of his videos, and that video I believe, that what if your parents get sick? And you know they've taken care of you and stuff, and I feel like it would only help if you took care of your parents as well. But I do understand that not everybody is going to want to take care of their parents when they are older. But I feel like those families that have been there with each other through thick and thin, and growing up and everything like that. I see a lot of people that would take on that position to take care of their parents, especially if they're at their very, very lowest of their life, like they got cancer, or they have some sort of disease, or age is killing them faster, and everything like that. So you got to think about that as well. And I just think the overall concept of it is I see it as a very good thing. I don't see it as a negative. However, I do see it when it's at a point where, if you are living with your parents and you are not working a job, you are only there to play video games all day, drink your soda, eat your food, and not really contribute at all to the household. That I see as a problem, because at that point I feel like you are only disrespecting your spot in your position that others would love to have, such as being there for their parents and also saving money so they can go be successful, start a business, or they can go invest it, so they can do so many things with that money and everything. And I just see a lot, and I know that there's a lot of people out there that only just stay with their parents because it benefits them in that kind of way, where they can just do whatever the fuck they want, and they don't have to worry about regular responsibilities such as having a job. that to me irks me because that's actually a situation that's actually happened in my family, that is still currently happening. I'm not going to get really too much into specifics, but um, I do have a family member that does do that, and I only feel like they are abusing that position and taking advantage, um, of the family member and stuff they're staying with, and they haven't gotten a job in years. They don't want to get a job. They just want to play games all the time, and again, it's just like it's heartbreaking. And at that point I see that there is an issue, but other than that, I don't see that as a huge issue. I don't see living with your parents as a bad thing. Like I said, there's so many benefits to it. Like like mom and dad still cook you dinner, and mom and dad still look after you, and mom and dad are still there. And and I know that like being independent is very romanticized, and I feel like this is a really bad time for independency to be romanticized, but others kind of don't have a choice. Others don't really have a choice but to be independent or be out on the street or living in a car like I am. So like there's so many things that go into it, but like I said, overall, again, like if you're living with your parents still, don't don't feel bad. Thank them. Be like, thank you for helping me. Thank you for letting me be in this position to where I can still try to make my life successful in some sort of way. Staying with you guys, I love you for that, and just remind them of that. Let them know like what they're doing for you. You appreciate very much, and just show them that how much you love them because of that. To just show them, because with me not being able to be with family, it's definitely made a struggle for sure. Like not being there, and not being able to save up as much money as I want. But I learned that living out of my car, it's kind of giving me a freedom. So I'm not going to be completely down about that idea of not living with my parents and it affecting me. I don't want it to affect me, honestly, and you shouldn't let it affect you either if you are in that position. And I only wish you the best, because it is tough out here when you really have no one to go to. But you got to figure it. It's time to figure it out on your own. It's time to start making things work. So that's how I feel about it. If you guys have any different opinions, or if you have something to build on that, definitely let me know. I am open to any comments. I'm open to any criticisms. I'm open to anything. That's what's important about starting this YouTube channel, is to be critiqued and to see where I am doing wrong so I can improve. But anyway, shout out to Jack, um, RLP. Okay, I fucked that one up. Jack Morgan, RLP, and RLP stands for Red Leather Podcast. Just so you guys know. Alright, guys. Well, thank you for watching that video. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Um, this was kind of a shorter video today, but it's straight to the point. Alright, guys. Thank you. And I love you guys all. Stay healthy, stay strong.